in continuing to support Tyro. So, like, we're just grateful for all of the support and the kindness and the devotion of everybody to supporting these teams.
I also would like to make an interesting point that I thought about earlier, in that any of you that have been around Tyro for a good little bit um, probably realized that a little bit before we started the academy, one of the things that was happening within Tyro was that there was a gap kind of being created with skill level. And what that caused is that there were a lot of newer players that popped in that were struggling to play in the arena with some of our maybe higher level players. And it was kind of a frustrating thing for all parties involved. And then what was cool is, as soon as the academy happened, we started noticing that all of the Tyro games, everybody seemed to be working a whole lot better. Even though there's still gaps, it's like everybody kind of knows their mindset is ready, which is absolutely amazing. And another reason I love the academy. But it looks like we're about to get this bad boy started.
Let's do it.
Fantastic.
So I will turn it over to you, Tasha.
Let's do this. We're waiting for launch, and here it goes. And Ms. Frisbee takes it, chucks it forward, looking to see if one of his teammates can get a hand on it. Eugene gets there first, and tosses out to one of his teammates, who goes for the clear, but it bounces back over into trap. Ellis manages to get it. He jukes around Ghost, but they do have a goalie, so there's not an open goal. Ellis gets stunned out. And it's going back to Ellis. They're trying really hard to break this bubble, but they've got two up there. Oh, and they did send out Rael, so it did go in for 3 points. Let's do this. Here we go.
And here we see the EU team coming out strong. There was a lot of back and forth right there. Just a really nicely timed positioning on the teammates' side, which was absolutely beautiful for being able to get there, stun the goalie out, and allow that 3 to come in. So I guess we'll check out and see what the school bus is gonna bring to the table. We see Ghost kind of floating here a little bit, getting chased after by Tucker, who's almost there. He's gonna a nice shot across, but unfortunately was not connected. Looks like our Penguins are going to take it back, but with a quick swap over and an unfortunate bounce off the floor, Orange team's going to take it back, trying to get those out, which is so important. Accuracy of clears is just such a huge part of the game. Ellis is going to take this and see whether he can get it out. Sure, as Trees would call it, a selfie off the side of the wall there. They're kind of bunched up together, but as they figure it out, they're pulling apart, and it looks like going to take a nice little shot, but unfortunately Tucker wasn't paying attention, and another selfie, almost getting it in, and almost grabbing the backside of the goal. It looks like there might be a little contesting over here in the corner as we switch on back over to the blue side, and there's a lot of changes of the hands of this disc, but Ellis is maybe going to try and slow it down a little bit and see if they can bring it in, taking shots. Oh, unfortunately though, Frail grabs it and pulls it back in. 2 more points forward.
12, 11, 10, 9.
You want to jump in here, Cosmic, or do you want me to take it away?
No, I was just going to say it was interesting to see the Bronze team kind of doing a cloud play right out of the box. It was kind of interesting. It's nice to see, rather than just the kind of the launch down the tubes. You can see that there's been some coaching going on. It's not pub play for Bronze teams.
No, not at all. So Ms. Frisbee is working it up. It looked like it was supposed to be passed over to Hodor, but it doesn't quite connect. Wetsy's able to get there before Hodor can. He clears it out and down. We're waiting to see who can get there first. Looks like the EU team gets there first, tosses it down, but it's going to go right into the hands of Kurt, my partner, my friend in stunning people out. Passes it down to Freyel. Freyel floating forward, looking to see if she's about to get, and she does get stunned out, sadly. Tossing it down, back into the bubble. Let's see who can get there first. I think Blue's going to get this. They just need to slow it down. We talked about this a lot. Just slow it down, especially when you're facing a ping disadvantage or a ping advantage, even. Because, yeah, wild clears are gonna mess you up every time. So we've got It's Me Ellis going for the shot. Grail looked to stop it, but didn't quite get there. I do like her outfit, though. That cat skin is great. I think it's a wolf skin, but I like it as a cat skin.
And we'll get one singular out there just for you, Con, if you're listening. Let's take a look and see what blue team's gonna be able to bring to the table. Go for it.
They are slowing it down. They got Kurt in there, which is good. Got a nice movement around, but a little bit scuffed on the pass. Pick up by Hodor. I think that was off of someone's helmet. And a launch to nowhere and top trap. It is floating. I think we're seeing kind of what we saw last time. Not a lot of stacks. It's very loose and open. And it's just gonna... Oh! A shot that's a little low. I think they need to... That's good. Slow it down just a little bit. And another just long clear. Just going to come down to who's got the stacks. And Ellis is picking it up. And another long clear, but that is not going to be through. He picks it up with Ghost. I think Ghost, a little bit of a pump fake. Right off the Ghost. Attempted pass to Shield. Not quite picked up. And Hodor passing across, but it's intercepted by Ellis, who's going to clear it long. Another long clear. Kind of a hope. And it looks like Ghost might pick this up, and he kind of drops it down into... Oh, nice stun there. Ellis is gonna be on Cloud. He's gonna move it back. He's slowing it down a little bit. Probably a good move at this point. Doesn't have a lot of pressure. Nice try to pass off to Pack. And it is picked up, brought to boot. It's gonna have a nice little shot at it, but drops it. Kurt picks it up, launches it long, and it's gonna be floating in mid. And an attempted mail slot just off to the left a little bit. Nice slap out of the bubble. Picked up by Wesley. And launched deep. This is gonna be a chance. They're gonna have a really good look at this. There's no one in goal. Ellis is going to go for and just kind of put it right through. That goal was completely open, undefended. That was getting back a little bit.
I was trying to get back there, but it was a late get home, and she was really working there. I could see it. I pull like that all the time, where I'm trying to reposition myself, and instead I pull up. It's so rough. Yeah.
Right. So that was a very long back and forth. A lot happened in that section right there. So I think what we're seeing is another team trying to get a little warmed up, and there we go. Taking that shot fade away. Fantastic. 2 points.
They're in it. They needed that for that moment.
9-2. And I agree. That's the thing. Like sometimes a 9-0 is not the end in a 24-minute, type thing. It's not. But this is going to give them, hopefully, some momentum. Well, hopefully we'll see if they'll come out guns a-blazing, as they say, and see what happens.
Oh.
All right. So, nice little slap there down to the floor. It looks like there could be some discrepancies with the comms here. One of the things that I always say when it comes to dribbling, and sometimes people miscommunicate this, is be careful with how long you wait to dribble. If you wait too long, one or the two of you are going to be stunned, and then the dribble doesn't work anymore. So definitely take the chance when you have it. There is all right, and that is it. That's what we just said, right? Yeah. Here's the momentum that the blue team needed in order to get themselves back together. And sometimes you just feel a little bit stronger when you're on defense versus offense. And if you can just get on the you just get onto the defense, you're going to really change how you feel about yourself, especially getting that 0 off the board, maybe even creating some bad passes and stuff from the other team feeling a little bit unsure. So we'll see.
So we've got, right now we're kind of chasing it. Ellis has got it. Looking, floating upwards. Hodor goes to get him. He passes it over to Yijun.
Nice.
And,
Yijin.
Yijin, thank you. Forks got me. Yijin was holding it there. They have time at this point, so it's their game to lose at this point. Ellis and Ghost going for it there. Ellis slaps it down, and now it's just a matter of if they can get it out and get it in. Yijin passes it down over to. Looks like it was meant to connect with Ellis, and it does eventually. But Kurt is also there doing what he does, doing what my favorite thing to do in this game is, starting someone out.
That was a draw.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that I'm
Ghost is
noticing
gonna-
too. Watch out
Sorry?
for those clumps, right?
Yeah.
Nice stun by Ghost.
Yeah.
And another
very
nice
excited
stun by
Ghost
Ghost.
there.
3 people
If they
going
can-
for the disc. You see that? That's one of the things that I want to see. I want to see them changing that up. I want to see them spacing out. I want to see both teams not only going for disc, but also at the exact same time thinking about how to get to the perfect position for an incoming pass.
Yeah. Absolutely. And hopefully Blue has some stacks coming in here pretty soon here, because Orange was able to recover it. Let's see if they can get it out of their side.
Right. They're controlling
It's
it.
past-
That was good.
Yeah, it's passed
Long
up to
clear.
It's Me Ellis. Ellis goes for the clear, but it doesn't quite make it. So Blue is able to grab it, passes it up. They don't have anybody down there, so it does go to the goalie. And the goalie goes for the clear right into the hands of Blue. Blue throws it forward up to Ghost, and Ghost puts in 2 more points.
Nice shot. I thought he was going to actually go for that goal, but it was a nice pass to post instead. Good move.
You see what 2 points can do for you? They are currently on a 6-point uncontested run right now. They are only 3 points away from tying up the once 9-0 game. Nothing like feeling good about yourself being able to get those first points on the board.
And that's up Yejun. Grabbing the disc. I've already forgotten the name too.
Say it again, Torque. Help us.
Picked up by
Yijin.
Westy.
Yijin.
Thank you.
Just like Raijin, except with
Down
a
in-
with a yai.
Why? Yeah.
Trap. Ellis picks it up. It's a bit of a brawl and trap. It's down in trench. Looks like Ghost is gonna pick that up. And nope, not out. Snapping it back into the middle. And it looks like Ellis has got it. And he's gonna do a clear, not a pass. Again, kind of floating. Oh, a nice little slap all the way down into the bubble. And who's gonna stack to it? It's gonna be Orange. And it's me, Ellis, taking his time. Goalie staying in goal. At that point, I think when someone's back clear, you might want to start looking for your stack partner. But maybe not, because it's coming back. And nice shot by Ghost.
8 uncontested points from
Yep.
the Frisbee team.
All of a sudden, we got a game.
Yeah, they're holding this down. They must have figured out their chemistry. There are 12 more seconds on the board, so if they can hold this, they will go into round 2 with a 1-point difference. So it'll be really interesting to see. Both these teams have worked incredibly hard. So let's just see who can hold this. Round 1 is now over. There we go.
Wow.
Wow.
Man,
Super
that was
tight.
definitely a different. It felt like 2 different games.
Yeah, it did.
It felt like 2 definitely different games, and that's really interesting. And I'm very curious to see what's going to happen when we switch servers, because we saw that we're on the NA server, and the EU team comes out, just coming in there, shooting down 9 points, boom, 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 done. And then something turned on for our NA team on their own servers. So I definitely think when we swap over, because if you remember from the last game, we saw a huge difference in I don't know, comfortability, I guess you can say, from Penguins once they got onto their own servers. So I think it's gonna be very interesting to see what comes in the first couple minutes of this second round. See if they can kind of get back that feeling that they had at the first 4 minutes of this game, because they came out blazing. And I definitely think we're going to see that same exact energy at the beginning of round 2 from Penguins.
Yeah, I know we spoke with Martini just before the coaches panel, and he had worked with Frisbee before this, like during this week. And I also want to shout out Chuckles and Courtney, because they also helped coach this team, and I believe Humongous Chungus. But like I think we saw them kind of figure out more of that rhythm with their launches, and that has helped them. And then in that last play there, we saw them setting up in the bubble. So they were all on like different points. So that made it easier to convert a play when you're attacking that bubble. So it'll be interesting to see if Miss Frisbee can continue that momentum, or if once we get on EU servers, you know, what's the name of the other team? I'm so sorry. My brain just stopped. Penguins.
Frisbee.
Penguins is
Uh-huh.
able to bring it back together and really they have shown that they can come out really strong in that second round. So it still is very much anybody's game. We've had a lot of good close games today. It's been super fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like a runaway, but you can't really discount that kind of gelling of a team, and it happens all the time. You got to settle in, get going, and just that first goal can give you that confidence boost that you really need. And we totally saw that from it's Miss. It's such a weird name for the
Frisbee.
um,
That's
Miss
what
Miss
they'll
Frisbee.
forever be. Miss Frisbee and the Magic School Bus or something like that.
Right, but I think ZSM in the chat is talking about the ping and how you have to keep it slow. And I think really, yeah, in these kind of across the ocean games, you have to really account for that and make sure that you are taking your time and not trying to rush things, because that disc can just get out in front of you before you know it. So it'll be interesting to see. Disc control is going to be more important than ever in this type of game.
Absolutely.
I definitely agree. And I think that I'm like it's mentioned before, how awesome is it for us to get another game that's only 1 point away from each other, right? How hype is that? But definitely excited to see what is in store for this next one. Looks like we are switching over to the new server. Yay!
Okay,
Exciting.
where the heck is that link? There we
Do
go.
we have a link for that?
Yeah, it
Mm.
just posted. I think. Oh no.
It's coming, Tasha. It's coming.
I also have a little crown, Carl. I just
Oh,
am
wow.
not wearing it. You
Oh,
can't see
look
it.
at
I forgot
that.
that I'm not on stream. You can't actually see it. Or can
I
you
can
see it
see
right
it.
You
now?
are
I
on
can see
screen.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoops.
On
I
right
do
now.
have a little crown. I bought these on Etsy. So,
It fits
yeah.
What's
perfectly
it
between
for
those
though?
horns.
That's like
Yeah.
very Game of Thrones though. Like I'm just gonna throw
But
that
I
out
know
there.
it is very Game of Thrones. I don't know. I just think I deserved a crown.
I
Let's be
was
honest.
thinking more like
I think that whatever you want, you deserve. My best
Thank
friend.
you.
You're awesome.
And then I like the horns because my favorite emoji is the imp smile, like that purple imp with the horns, and so now I get to be it in real life.
You need to look. I need you to look at the chat in Twitch right now because it's overtly hilarious.
Are those a bunch of cocaine bags? Where?
It's your dog's bed.
Oh, it's my dog's bed. She was in here earlier, but she started yelling, and so she had to leave.
They got a point. That does look very sus.
No, it's a dog's bed.
That's
I'm not giving him to prove it
hilarious.
to you.
That's so. I mean, like that. This man has been on too many drugs from the hospital. That's where we're at now. That he's everything looks like cocaine.
I mean, my dog's name is Isabel after Isabel from Animal
We're
Crossing,
going. We're
so maybe
going.
she's
We are
feeling and
here.
stuff. I don't know. Here we
The
go.
game has started without us.
Yeah, I
Um,
barely. So here we go.
I don't have the stream. I was watching it in the Discord, so
Oh, I have two open. So
I'm delayed. If I'm
I
watching the
can
Twitch.
start casting.
There
Here we
we go.
go.
I got it.
Yes, it's slapped out by the blue team, which is now the NA team. I think we've switched colors, possibly. I can't remember. Wetsy's holding it, waiting for his teammates to set up and bubble. Tosses it over to Ellis, moves up, but Hodor goes for the stun. And Ghost is there to slap it out. It looks like it's going to make it all the way to the other side. Well, I lied. Hodor grabs it. He's got the penguins coming in on him, and then Freyo goes for it, but it gets not twice. Not twice. Get it in.
Welcome to Slapstick Theater with
Who can go
us
through
and
shield, but they
Ekorina.
just cannot. That is still part of the game.
Two times, everybody. That was fantastic. I'm glad we got it on film.
Me too.
Enjoy that. Well, at least they're trying to take it out fast, and let's see if the orange team can clap right back and say, no, we're on our own. territory. We've got the ping advantage. We're going to bring this right back now that it's the 1-point game. The other direction looks like they're at least making some decent passes. If they can just get separated and, get the comms going, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Nice pass backwards.
Reset score? Because I'm seeing it's 9-10.
No, they didn't.
No, we don't reset
roll
score.
over.
They roll over in the academy.
Oh, excellent.
All right,
Just
and
catch
2
it up,
points
I guess.
on the board. Now we are going back and forth. How absolutely awesome is that? Now it was 8-9, then 9-10, and then now 10-11. Is a fantastically close game, and we'll see if our blue team over here doing that nice cloud play, which we talked about a little bit earlier. Ooh, fancy! Hold her, get rid of the disc. Let's go.
No, don't hold it. No.
And the ping will get you every time. Ellis takes that and tosses it back down to the other side of the field. And let's see, it's a race. It's a race to whoever's going to be able to move their bodies down there. We don't see a lot of stacks going on. I actually see no stacks in the arena right now.
Nice
which
grab.
is
He held on to it too long.
very interesting. And nice little clear to the other side. Once again, the importance of clear and chase is that clear is followed by chase. And when it is, boy, does it look pretty. I think we're going to have a 1v1 right here. And Ghost flings that in. Beautiful, too, for the repeat. Now we're back to 11-12. Fantastically close game.
Let's see who can hold this or if anybody can break away. No, I think it applies for both teams. Opponents in the mirror are closer than they appear. You cannot hold that disc if you've got an opponent close.
Yeah, especially on these distance games like this.
Hyjin sends it through tunnel, but it gets it gets to Westy, but Westy gets stunned out, and it gets then Miss Frisbee takes it, and then it turns over again. I can't have one team keep this disc for very long.
Fantastic.
Yijin is there first, but now he's still chasing it. Ghost grabs him, stuns him out, sends it forward. They did have a stack, but it looks like the stack broke up. Stack's getting back together possibly. I think Orange may get down there first. We're going to see. Yep, Orange gets there first. Sends it down to Nest. It's me, Ellis. Ellis goes for the clear through tunnel. But it hits Geo and starts bouncing right back. Freya's got it. She tosses it forward, upwards toward Ghost. But it doesn't quite connect. Ghost stuns out the goalie and is chasing. And then stuns out someone else and goes for the slap in. But Yijin gets it first. We're having a lot of back and forth here. Hodor goes for the shot, it looks like, but there is a sitting goalie, so that would have been a difficult one to get in there. Hodor gets stunned out by Ellis, and then Ellis is able to make the clear. It clears all the way down into Blue's bubble. Well, it bounces off post as it kisses Blue's bubble. It looks like Kurt Beatty will get there, Freya will get there first, but and then gets sent out, and Ellis will put it in for 3.
Nice underhand. This is the first 3 that we've seen in this round.
Yeah, that's also something we talked about. Like, if you're going home, if you're the first stack home, your better bet is to cover goal and not
100%.
disc chase. Let the stack coming in behind you go for that disc.
Yep.
All right, so Kurt's picking it up out of the 2, passing off the Ghost. He's head down the right side. He's got a stack coming for him, though. Good launch off. Oh, just a miss pass. Didn't quite connect. Westy is probably going to pick that up. Nice pass to Bowtie, and just a loose launch, but it hits Geo, and it's going to come to Ellis. Bounce right into his hand. There is a goalie. He's got a tail. He's going to need to... Oh, well, just kind of an underhand shot and just puts it right under the feet of the goalie.
11, 10, 9.
I think very much like we were thinking of before. I want to see if School Bus can kind of get that momentum back from previous, because it does definitely seem as though Penguins are finally seeing the fruitage of being on their own server right now, taking that 4-point lead, our first non-replied to set of points. So we'll see what blue team can do to come back. A couple of missed throws right here. mostly I would love to see him kind of pulling it back out, maybe not approaching the bubble as quickly. That patience play can be such a good way to kind of get your mind back, get your laurels back. But here in come the two and a shot. 2 more points.
No, I think they definitely benefit from doing a reset and slowing it down. That's something I emphasize a lot with immersion is like resets can save your life. Resets are not about like, I think sometimes we get in our headspace that if we're not going forward, we're losing. No.
Yep.
Tossing that back to your goalie or whoever stays back on your team and then letting the other players set up the play is so crucial. So crucial. And so we've got, looks like we're chasing it. Hodor might get there first. Nope, Ellis gets there first and tosses it all the way down, bouncing into Blue's bubble. And the backstack will be there to put it in, and Westy puts 2 more points on the board for Penguins.
And there you go, the power of the stack. I mean, in this kind of game where kind of no one's stacking, once you get one going, just shows you where you can get to.
Yeah, absolutely.
So true.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so let's see if they can get it together a little bit here with this top cloud play. It's like Freya's going to try and throw it up, but it's going to possibly get into the hands of Ellis. Looks like he's being chased down by 2 of the blue team. Oh, and a nice block right there. Sometimes a perfectly timed block is the most beautiful thing. Disc kind of wild up here going into the blue bubble, but who is going to be there first? We don't know. Oh, so close. Freya was there first, but unfortunately lost tracking of the disc, and Ellis zooms in like a bullet, making this a 12-22 game. We can definitely see that the EU team feels very comfortable.
Yeah, they've
with
definitely
low
taken
ping.
control here. That is for sure.
But Miss Frisbee it's not over yet. Miss Frisbee is still in this. It's only it's a 10-point spread, but that's not impossible if they can pull their stacks together and bring this back in. We've got Ghost floating forward. I think he was attempting to take that in, but it got slapped out. Hodor trying to recover, seeing if they can set this play up again. Tosses it over to Kurt. Now Kurt and one of the EU players are battling for it. Ellis is there. Ellis is everywhere. Here, there, everywhere I see Ellis. Hodor going for the shot against the goalie. Goalie catches it. Gaijin sending it back over to the other side. It's bouncing down at the bottom of the arena. And Ellis has got it in his hand again. He goes for the shot, but it's a little high. So it's bouncing back. Let's see if Hodor can grab that and get it cleared to the other side. Clears it out over to Frael. Oh no, Ellis is there again! Ellis is everywhere! Ellis stuns out Frael, takes the disc, sends it over to Gaijin. Gaijin goes for the clear, but it bounces back over to his side. Ellis is there first. If Blue could stack to this, they have a real chance at getting that in. But it looks like Westy actually gets there first. And then Blue stack does come in.
Yeah, there was a lot of Ghost stunning out.
Yeah. Ellis is looking to see who's coming for him, looking to see if the stack's coming in. Ghost is backing up towards goal, but Frael gets there first. And we've talked about that too. Sometimes the goal of the goalie is not necessarily always to catch the shot. Sometimes it's to discourage people from taking that shot.
Definitely.
Yep.
Little fight there.
Yeah. So it bounces down under boot. Frael gets it. Jukes to the side a little bit, trying to get it out, but looks like Tucker was there. Tucker grabs it. And Ellis got it again. Ellis going one-on-one with Frael. Oh, and it bounces in.
That was a very, very
That was,
nice
yeah.
bounce.
That was a very clean bounce. And Frael was definitely there, definitely trying to catch it. That's rough.
Yeah, that was a nice pocket bounce shot.
He hit the middle of the like the square, like the lower half of the square, so that bounced down. That was good.
Kurt is going to be our QB. And a nice little short pass. Good. They're kind of controlling. They're going to slow it down. They are not discouraged. off to Hodor, who's down the side, and he is stunned out, and the disc is stolen, and it is launched deep.
30 seconds remaining.
Anyone's game. The disc at this point.
Couldn't hold on to it.
Patty cake with the
And
disc right
Kurt,
there.
again, just trying to get rid of it. He's got a lot of enemies around him. I can understand why he's just trying to launch that to the other side. Didn't quite make it. Ellis, again, launching it up. It's in the mid. And it looks like we're going to have a bit of a 12-point difference here. That's going to be tough to overcome in Game 3.
Or this
But
is
not
it.
impossible.
This is it.
There are only 2
Oh, that was
seconds
it.
in.
2
Yep.
rounds. Game's over.
Oh, I thought it was
Yep.
right. Sorry. I really need
That's
to keep
okay.
up on the rules.
That is
Cosmic,
correct. That
Cosmic
is
needs to
it.
read.
So,
And
I
this
got to
will
pull out
be-
my book and study a little.
Yeah, this will be the last. This is my last round. I just want to say thank you again so much for all the support from everyone for the Academy. Thank you to all the players I coached. It was just a joy. I'm really proud of Immersion. I'm really proud of all the players because I've had a lot of people come to my trainings that were not on my team. So I'm proud of every single one of you. Thank you so much for doing this with us. I will
So-
cut out, and now we can watch the finals.
Thanks, Natasha. Good that
More
you're a great
importantly,
coach
our one of our EU teams is officially the third place, the bronze team
True.
for, I hate to say the bronze team, let's say the third place team for Tyro Academy Season 2. So great job by them and Miss Frisbee for even making the finals. But, you know, Penguins did a really awesome job in the last couple of matches. They had a very steep hill to climb to come back and even get into the finals. They got in, and they won. And they beat one team and ended up in third place. So that is awesome to see for them. Really proud of them. Going into our championship match, that means we have, let's bring it up, Disgustin versus Immersion coming up next. For those that are not aware, the coaching staff for Immersion is Natasha Lohr, yes, Mark Ramsey, and Lolly B. The coaching staff for Disgustin was Obsidian, Media Garcia, 20 Fish, and me, myself, TGI Torquemada. So this will be bragging rights for the players and the coaches. I will make sure not to let Tasha forget it if and when Disgustin wins this match. So what do you guys think? I need to turn it over to you, Skit, so that I can get the next match in the arena and lined up. But what do you think? What are your predictions for this final?
Whew. I mean, if we take everything into consideration from both of the games, I definitely think that we saw a much stronger showing in the first game that we saw. So if I have to pick from just what we've seen, I think that it goes to Disgusting. We're gonna see, but I want to see Immersion come out with some more stacking, and that's the one thing that I'm a little concerned. And that last game, they just didn't stack as much. They weren't as fast to get it together, which we saw quite a bit stronger on Disgusting. So I definitely think that is the direction we're going to end up seeing here. So we'll I am hoping, no matter what, for a good quality game. And that we had a fantastic first round in this game. It was really, really fun to watch. So hoping for something similar in our next one.
Yeah, it certainly it should be a good one. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I mean, that last game, it was close for the first half, but you know, ebbs and flows. This one we do get to see, you know, some more close matches. Do you think that the fact that Immersion switched servers affected the mental in between rounds, and maybe that extended pause gave them a bit of a benefit?
Gave them a benefit?
Yeah, because they didn't play on their servers, but they got a bit of a mental reset in between both rounds.
I am not a fan of the time reset. If you're feeling good, you're feeling good. If you're playing well, you're in the zone. I don't like. It's like pausing for no reason. I hate pauses.
I mean,
it's not good for me.
The chill is a real thing. I mean, NFL does it. You freeze out players, you cool them down. I mean, there's definitely something there when people are hot and you cool them off, you can definitely get an advantage.
I've done it. I'm pretty sure many of us who've been playing in
Mhm.
we have definitely paused a game
There's
just for like
one
Absolutely.
yeah. There's
That's-
one team in particular that is infamous for pausing between rounds. Um and
ahead.
for
You
no
can say it.
reason.
You
No,
can
I
say
won't.
it.
I won't.
Come on.
If you scrim them or you've played them in a match, you know who I'm talking about. That is, yeah, and it works. I mean, it's always really annoying. It's really frustrating. But I guess that's a fair point that a pause isn't necessarily a good thing. But I mean, I don't know. I'm excited to see these two teams play. Skit, you coached Discount Tyro.
yeah.
So when you were playing against either of these teams, was there anything that you or your team particularly looked out for?
I know that we had taken a look at games from I think both of these teams. And it really did depend on not only the setup, like who was playing, but also like I saw examples of for the one that I can remember disgusting. I saw examples of their gameplay in two completely different like areas, like very
Right.
messy, very confused, very all over the place, and then very like honed in, and passes were being made and stuff like that. I think that they had a much easier game